Or does it make you want to cry?
No, it's just sad, isn't it?
Hello and good morning. So we're just on the way to the train station now because today we're heading to Herculaneum, which is another village which was decimated by Mount Vesuvius' eruption in 79 AD.
We were actually planning on going to Pompeii today, but some of the people that we met on the boat yesterday recommended that we go to Herculaneum instead because it's a lot smaller than Pompeii. And because it's like 34 degrees today, it's just meant to be like a bit nicer to walk around because it's a lot more shaded and stuff.
From here I think it's going to take us about an hour to get there. It's not too far, you can get there just on the subway. It'll be €8 return for us. One problem that's developed over the last few days is that I've ended up with a blocked ear. I think it's from all the jumping in the sea that I've been doing. Got some ear drops, they were like €9. I just put some in and it really hurt. So I think it's like alcohol based, so hopefully it'll sort me out. Okay, so we made it through into Herculaneum. We've not paid for audio guides. They were €10 per person.
You can get these little books,
Yeah.
which literally gives you all the information you need on each of the main sites anyway.
So Herculaneum was originally a resort town, basically like a Roman holiday town, which is quite interesting. Even Romans needed holidays from all the conquering of cities and countries. The uncovered site behind me is 4.4 hectares, but the actual city itself is 20 hectares, but it's all obviously uncovered. 4,000 people actually used to live here before the volcano from Mount Vesuvius erupted, but obviously a lot of the people either died from the lava itself or the poisonous gases which came from the volcano. The city itself was preserved by 16 metres of pyroclastic rock, which is why it's still in the condition it is today. So behind me are the barrel arches, which are basically like shipyards. They were previously close to the sea, so a lot of people flocked here to basically cover from volcanic eruption. There's 300 people that have been found in these barrel arches that were killed by poisonous gases and hot temperature from the clouds from the eruption, so not a very nice place. They were uncovered in 1980, so these bones have just been sat here out in the hot sun for a while. So this here is a statue of Marcus Nonius Balbus, who was a senator of Herculaneum. He did really good things for the city, like building the city gates and even building the basilica. So they even erected several statues of him around the city, but I think not a lot of them have actually been uncovered. Just crazy how well it's been preserved. Right next to the statue are the suburban baths, but unfortunately it's closed for maintenance. But you can see just about through the window, and it looks really cool, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. But yeah, according to the leaflet, it's one of the most preserved parts of the city, so it's a bit of a shame that we can't go down really. This here is thought to have been the second largest home in all of Herculaneum. It's thought to have belonged to Nonius Balbus, the important guy from earlier, the senator. So this here is the House of the Deers, which was apparently owned by a slave that was freed just before the eruption. I mean, he managed to acquire himself a pretty nice home in that time. So this here with these jars is actually a pub. So I'm assuming when the volcano erupted, a few people came here and just waited for it all to blow over. That's what I would have done anyway. So this here is the bakery. So huge ovens behind me. There's also an even bigger one through here. Imagine the pizzas that you can cook in there. It really does make you realise how many people are actually living here. Just walking past house after house after house. Families just all lost to this horrible volcano. So these 4 painted decanters on the wall depict that this shop here was a wine and food shop, so it's quite interesting that how that's been preserved this whole time. So this here behind me is a wooden partition door. It's just insane, that is. There's also a nice Roman bed here as well. Doesn't look very comfortable though. I don't think I'd have a nice night's sleep on that. They do.
Better than some of the hostel gators like.
So this is the Sam Lighthouse, which has only apparently been reopened due to refurbishments. The place keeps decaying due to probably the many visitors that have been here. So this wall, for example, people keep sitting on it and then causing it to crumble. Maybe tourism isn't always a good thing, but I guess at least it's paying for the refurbishments. So we're just heading on now into the women's baths. Wait till you see these mosaics on the floor. I think this is the most preserved thing we've seen so far. That looks incredible. Is this better than a hostel bathroom?
I'd say so, yeah.
Some of them.
I was going to say that's not particularly hard, is it?
So we're heading on now into the men's baths, which in Roman times, the men and women bathe separately. So this room is actually used as a changing room. Men would come in here, get unchanged, then they'd go over to this fountain, and then they'd wash in here before heading on through into this room. So this guy is apparently the owner of the house. So when I get a house, maybe I should get a little sculpture of my head in the living room. What do you think about that? Bit rude, isn't it? There has been quite a lot of exhibits that are actually closed, which is a little bit annoying, but I suppose that they do have to do some restoration to some of the exhibits. So we've gone out into a separate building which, by the looks of it, has a lot of excavated artefacts from a lot of the village. Why does it make you want to cry?
I don't know. It's just sad, isn't it?
So we're just going to head for the exit now. We've been here about 4.5 hours. We have taken it quite slow just due to how hot it is here today.
Shade breaks. It's been really good though, I'm really glad we came.
Yeah, it's been really nice. It's actually a Saturday today as well, and it's been really quiet.
Yeah,
so you
it's
get
quite
to it.
surprising. I think, to be honest, we had never heard of this place. Like, it's definitely not as well known as Pompeii, is it?
No, it's a lot smaller. That's why.
But then when we did research it, we found out that this place is actually more preserved than Pompeii. So
definitely worth a visit if you come to Naples.
yeah.
We're just going to head back now to Castellamare di Stabia. I may even get a haircut because I'm in dire need of one. We discovered this morning at our Airbnb there's actually a swimming pool, so our host showed us to it.
Can't wait to get back
So
now.
I think that's the plan. We're going to just jump in there and cool off. Okay, so I've been to the barber's and it's time for a hair reveal. I'm not too happy with it, but Shelley says it's alright. Looks very short.
Oh, it looks bad in that because it's windy.
Oh, God. So I put a cap on to cover the back of my neck as it was all washed off, get my hair cut. Not just because my hair looks terrible, but the verdict's still out on that one. We've just picked up a pizza each from Civico Undici. We're just heading back up to the Airbnb now, and it's the hottest it's been for our big mountain climb. So we've made it back, but not on our own 2 feet either. Our knight in shining armour turned up.
Our granddad.
Our Italian granddad turned up and picked us up. Well, he saw us at the bottom of the hill and we jumped in his car with him.
Oh, I'm so happy.
He's made our day, he really has. Lifesaver.
Now it's down to pizza by the pool.
I think that's one happy customer. So beautiful from this balcony, it's insane. All this for £80 a night, can't believe it.
We've definitely been fake backpackers the last 2 days, haven't we?
Yeah.
Went on a boat tour all day yesterday, and now we're swimming at sunset in this pool.
Yeah. Best Airbnb ever, I'd say.
I'd come back here just to stay in this Airbnb.
Definitely. is definitely one of those moments in life where you're like, will it ever get better than this? Like, the spontaneity of this Airbnb, like we weren't expecting it to be this nice at all. Hospitality we've had here has just been unbelievable. We didn't even know there was a pool. Next thing you know, we're swimming in it and watching the sunset. Life is really good right now. Cheers. What a way to spend our final night in Italy for a while. We're back in the room. It's really been the perfect end to our trip in Italy. I don't think we could have ended it in a better way possible.
No, we literally stayed out until the sunset was completely gone.
Yeah, but tomorrow morning we're going to be heading to Ljubljana, but we're not going to get there until 10 PM. So we've got a long,
it's not tomorrow morning.
day.
It'll be a long, long day till we get there.
Yeah, we're going to be leaving here at 6:30 in the morning.
Granddad's taking us to the train station.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. Yeah, and then we're going to head to Naples and then get a train to Venice, Trieste and then Ljubljana. So it's going to be a really long day, but
I'm sure it'll be worth it.
yeah.
Although I'm so sad to leave Italy.
Yeah, me too. It's been probably our favourite place so far that we've been to as a whole.
Italy's always my favourite country. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just...
Yeah, the people here are just so nice and welcoming. The food's really good. The scenery's beautiful. I don't think I could say a bad word about Italy, really.
Apart from the drivers.
Yeah, the drivers are a bit hectic.
But you just kind of get used to it, don't you? Like, it just becomes normal.
But anyway, it's time to end the video and end our Italy series, I suppose. But I hope you all enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed it here.
Now we're going to a country that we've both never been to.
Yeah, so we might enjoy Slovenia just as much, but we shall see. So yeah, thank you all for watching. See you in the next adventure.
Bye.
Bye.